Carolina Insider is presented by Wells Fargo, official sponsor of Carolina Athletics, and brought to you by Coca-Cola. When you're stocking up for game day, be sure to grab a Coke with a friend. Together, taste better. Carolina Ford. Ford, built for victory. Built for the Carolinas. Contact your Carolina Ford dealer today. And by Hardison and Cochran, attorneys at law, 919 all fours.
Hello again and welcome to the Carolina Insider. My name is Jones Angel. So glad you decided to join us today as we talk Tar Heels for the next 30 minutes, and a lot of different stuff to talk about this afternoon. We start with basketball, a mixed week for the Tar Heels. They pick up a key home win back on Tuesday night against Syracuse, a 6-point victory for the Heels, 81-75. Follow that up with a hard-fought but close loss on the road to FSU, 82-75, the final in that one. We'll have highlights of both games for the Tar Heels. Plus, then we're going to go to the men's tennis side of things. William Blumberg. You may not have heard William's name before, but he is one of the most decorated Tar Heel athletes on campus. An 8-time All-America, 4-time on the single side, 4-time on the double side. He elected to use his extra year of eligibility and return to the Tar Heels. Adam Lucas and I had a chance to catch up with William. Think you'll enjoy hearing from him. Plus, Adam and I will bounce around social media as well. But to start things off, let's go back to Saturday afternoon in Tallahassee. Florida State won its 20th straight home ACC game by nipping the Tar Heels at the end. Let's see some of the footage from Carolina and Florida State.
Tries to weave his way inside, lost the ball, recovers it back out to Walton. He'll try the 16-footer and knock it in. Pump fake on the right sideline, floats it out to Playtech. Extra pass in the corner to Black. Penetrates, now sends it out to Love. A better look at three, and that one's good. Baycott in a double team, down low, got a great pass from Brooks, finishes, and he'll get a chance for three. It bounces up the sideline to Dayron Sharp. Hands off to RJ Davis, shot clock at 13 as Walton gets a clean look at three and strips the net. Having a wild drive by Copra Visa right baseline, and he turned it over trying to pass it away after he got caught in the air. Davis, meanwhile, coast to coast and scoops it in. Heels have started to warm up a little offensively. Can they continue? Sharp, out of control up high, able to get it down low to Brooks. Quick pass to Walton for the left corner triple. Tips the rebound out to Love, and Carolina gets the possession back. Ends up to Walton in the corner for three. Finally makes some penetration, sends it out to Black. Extra pass to an open Walton for three. Bank it. With the basketball, RJ Davis, tough pass down low to Sharp, who slams it down with two hands. Rebound to RJ Davis. Heels down 8 on the move. Left corner to Harris, tried to hit it. Brooks filling the paint, he did it. Garrison, what a catch and finish. Plus he'll have a chance for three. Now has to go to the bench. FSU with some trouble getting it in. Love tips away the inbounds at the center jump circle and then tomahawks it home to get the Heels within 2. And that's the advantage for FSU. Harris, backdoor, gets the layup from the left side. His first points this season.
You saw something that we rarely see out of the Carolina perimeter right now, which is a V-cut. I mean, that V-cut set him up perfectly. A deep three from Harris as well on the opposite side from Carolina's bench is going to earn a harder victory over the Tar Heels by the final score of 82-75.
Leonard just does a great job with his guys, gets them to buy in on the team. He gets them to buy in on the team does well. I mean, everybody said, well, God almighty, he had 2 picks in the first 11 in the first round last year. Well, he won the league. I mean, he knows how to develop his players and they get better. So, again, it's not a moral victory that we were close. I don't look at those things, but I do look at the things that I think we can improve and try to get to an opportunity to improve before our next game.
We can make that happen, definitely.
This looks great.
We'll bring it and have
Getting through the morning meeting in one piece
thanks.
feels good. Then realizing it's payday. That definitely feels good. all while keeping the kids busy and the clients happy? You're unstoppable. With a Wells Fargo checking account, you can bank without missing a beat.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
In the truck game, greatness is defined by a relentless commitment to the customer, forged over decades, built by a team resolute in helping you achieve your greatness. Experience this award-winning lineup today. Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck for 44 years straight and counting.
Now get a well-equipped 2020 F-150 with up to $10,531 in total savings, only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Today tastes like staying in, like our go-to place. Tastes like anticipating, and a little bit like waiting. Food's here. Today tastes like a piece of the action, and it never tasted this good.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
Does your team mean the world to you? Then we're just alike. My team here at Hardison & Cochran means the world to me. And just like you, I have nothing but confidence in my team when it's on the line. If you've been injured at work and facing a blitz from the insurance company, I welcome you to call on me and my team. We have 3 workers' compensation experts ready to put in the game to protect you and your family.
Hardison & Cochran, attorneys at law, here for you. 919 all fours.
Carolina Insider is presented by Wells Fargo.
Boy, it feels like the Tar Heels just haven't played at home very much this season. Carolina's played 13 times in total. Just its 4th home game of the year, though, came on Tuesday night in the Smith Center against Syracuse. As most of the games have been this year, and certainly all the ACC games have been for Carolina, this was a close one. Carolina able to pull it out in the end with a 6-point victory. Let's check out the highlights.
Back to Black. He'll dribble through the top of the key, hands off to Love. Long triple is good from straight away. Leaky Black going to try a step-back jumper. Missed it badly strong, but a good, strong offensive rebound by Armando Baycott for the putback. Out to Black, whips a pass to Kessler. Good extra pass to Brooks, who hits the floater. Great ball movement, finished up by the dish from Kessler, the freshman. 25-20, Carolina with the 5-point lead. Davis has an open look at 3. That one's good. Davis to a trailing Sharp, gets it deep to Brooks. Extra pass out to Walton. Pump fake for 3. Instead takes the 2 and strips the net. So it's 30-24. Guerrier's second basket. He has 5 total points, 2 field goals and a free throw. Walton, another long 2. Well, okay. Kerwin Walton, a behind-the-back dribble to get free and then knocked in the bucket. Baycott tips the rebound, still battles, gets it in the right corner. He'll attack the rim, go back up, and score. 17:29 to go. Syracuse having trouble getting it in. Eventually does to Griffin, right under the rim, and his shot's blocked by Walton. Here comes Carolina with a 7-point lead. Love attacks, scoops, and scores. Playtech, high post with the pass to Brooks. Extra pass to Davis, pump fake on the 3. Now he'll take it and make it with the swish. Guarded by Black on the perimeter. His pass taken away by R.J. Davis. He'll get the run out, layup, timeout Syracuse. Playtech had dropped down to try and draw the charge. That's how Griffin was so open. Sharp again works around Dolajai for 2. Now right side to Black, shot clock at 10. Corner right Playtech to Sharp. Extra pass to Baycott who hooks it in. What a look by the rookie. Caught on the right sideline, bounces out to Black. Right back to Walton. He's going to have to shoot a 3 at the horn, and he got it. Bounce pass to Playtech on the left wing. High post to Brooks, gets it to Black, hangs in the air, dishes to Baycott for the bucket and 1. And for the 3rd straight game, the Tar Heels execute down the stretch. They pull away from Syracuse, 81-75 for the victory tonight.
Joined now by Leaky Black inside the Carolina film room. Leaky, Buddy Boeheim scored 18 points in the first half and 0 in the second half. You were on him for a lot of the second half. What were you trying to do against him defensively?
I feel like in the first half, I felt like we were making him work for some of the shots that he was making. It was just rhythm shots for him, though. It's like we weren't really there, even though he had 3 hands in his face. So kudos to him for making tough shots. But then again, we had to get some stops. So I just felt like just don't let him get the ball. You know, don't let him get the ball. He's a lot easier to guard like that. And that's just what it was.
He seemed pretty pleased with himself in the first half. You blocked his very first shot, I think, on the very first possession of the second half. Could you feel him getting frustrated, as I think he only even was able to attempt 3 shots in the second half?
Right. I could sense him getting frustrated with his teammates. He started fussing at each other. He started fussing at them and, you know, that whole thing. But then I think one of the last plays where he tried to take G one-on-one and I came behind in the steal, he was definitely frustrated with that one. He just lost his mind and started cussing everybody out, and that's when I just knew he was in his head. So
we all know this team had some struggles last year in close games. You've now won 3 very close ACC games in a row. What's different this year down the stretch?
I feel like we're battle tested. I feel like we don't give in. You know, we know that feeling of being on the other side of that rope. So it's just like, oh man, every game last year was like in film. It's like, oh, if we just had one more stop. You know, if we just did this one more time. And it's just like when you watch film every day like that, it leaves a message in you, and you just gotta, it sticks with you. You know, even when you're out there in the heat of the battle. So it's just one of them things that you just gotta lock in.
Today tastes like staying in, like our go-to place. Tastes like anticipating, and a little bit like waiting. Today tastes like a piece of the action, and it never tasted this good.
We can make that happen, definitely.
This looks great.
We'll bring it and have
Getting through the morning meeting in one piece?
Thanks.
Feels good. Then realizing it's payday. That definitely feels good. All while keeping the kids busy and the clients happy? You're unstoppable. With a Wells Fargo checking account, you can bank without missing a beat.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
Does your team mean the world to you? Then we're just alike. My team here at Hardison and Cochran means the world to me. And just like you, I have nothing but confidence in my team when it's on the line. If you've been injured at work and facing a blitz from the insurance company, I welcome you to call on me and my team. We have 3 workers' compensation experts ready to put in the game to protect you and your family.
Hardison and Cochran, attorneys at law, here for you. 919-ALL-4s.
In the truck game, greatness is defined by a relentless commitment to the customer, forged over decades, built by a team resolute in helping you achieve your greatness. Experience this award-winning lineup today. Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck for 44 years straight and counting.
Now get a well-equipped 2020 F-150 with up to $10,531 in total savings, only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
Carolina Insider is presented by Wells Fargo.
Mentioned at the top of the show, we were going to catch up with William Blumberg of Carolina's men's tennis program, 8-time All-America, and the leader of what is a top 5 nationally ranked men's tennis team for Carolina this season. Adam Lucas and I had a chance to catch up with William earlier this week. Wanted to let you listen to some of that conversation.
One of the cool things Jones and I talk about a lot of times dealing with Carolina athletics is you can randomly walk across the campus and run into someone who's one of the best in the entire world at whatever their thing is. William Blumberg's thing is tennis, and he is one of the best in the world. Not just one of the best in the country, best in the world. Thanks so much for giving us some time today.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
You're in this strange situation where you won the Patterson Medal, you won the McCaskill Award, you thought perhaps your Tar Heel career had concluded. Now you're back, and your whole team's back. What was that whole process like?
Yeah, it was strange. It was a strange end of the year. March was a weird time, and through quarantine was a weird time. It was kind of a long process for me to decide kind of what to do. But I was honored that, now finding out that Coach Williams gave us an opportunity to come back, that Bubba and the entire athletic department gave, the seniors an opportunity and everyone an opportunity. So yeah, it's an honor. I mean, it's an honor to win those awards, but we still have a lot to do with our team. We haven't won a national championship while I've been there, so it's definitely something I want to do and my main focus. So I'm excited that everyone came back, and I'm thankful for the opportunity.
William, can you take us back to last March when you did find out that, all of a sudden your season was just pulled out from underneath you, and kind of your emotions and the thought process that went through your mind when you learned that information?
Yeah, absolutely. We were in Miami. It was a Thursday when we found out we were going to play on Friday. And we were finding out that like the SEC and all these other, divisions were kind of canceling or postponing, and then we found out that there was a call, and then we had a meeting with Coach Paul, and he said, yeah, we're going to postpone for a couple of weeks. And then we all went. We kind of were sad, and we all just went and got pizza together, all the guys. The coaches didn't go, it was all the guys. And while we were sitting down eating pizza, we looked on our phones, and it was the head of the NCAA posting that, all programs were canceled and all tournaments were canceled and our season was done. So it was incredibly emotional. I mean, from that point on, a lot of us, shed some tears. We were upset because for us, it was like, we're done. And never in a million years did I think I would come back for a fifth year. My senior season personally was really successful, so I was ready to take the next step. So it was really emotional. It was sad, and, we had a lot of things we wanted to do last season, and so it was kind of a sad day, and, I really am thankful for another opportunity.
So at that moment you thought there was no chance you were going to be back. What was the tipping point that made you decide, I do want to do this again?
Yeah, that's a good question. I definitely I would say a few weeks, maybe even a few months, thought like there's just no chance I can go back. I really want to take the next step. I'm ready. My body's healthy. I had struggled with injuries earlier in my college career. I finally felt healthy. I was playing well. And then I had, really good people around me. I had, my family, my parents, my brothers, my girlfriend helped me as a really good sounding board. Her parents helped me just talk through like scenarios, and I did a good job, and they helped me do a good job of just waiting and not making any irrational decisions. And I would say when they started really to not have any professional events in the fall, it really was like August, September, they kept pushing back. There was no events. I was like, okay, it's in my best interest to go back. I just, there's a good schedule. It looks like they're going to be able to play, that football's playing. So it became in my best interest to go back, and probably whenever middle of September, I was like, okay, I'm going to go back. And then I had a meeting with our coaches.
8-time All-America, so singles and doubles. That's such a flex when you are more All-America than there are years that you've been here. Do you ever just drop that info on somebody? Like, no big deal, 8-time All-America.
No, never. It's slightly uncomfortable. I mean, it's good to have in the arsenal, but I definitely don't feel comfortable breaking that out.
You singles or doubles? What do you like better?
It's tough. Doubles is probably a little more fun sometimes. It's a lot like if people ever come watch our matches, a lot of people stay for most of all of doubles and a little bit of singles. It's high paced, quick energy. It's really fun. It's fun to do with another guy. So doubles is probably more fun, but it's nice playing singles when it's just you. It's all on you. You have no excuses. So there's pros and cons of both, but doubles is probably a little bit more fun because it's more energetic.
Adam and I talked to McKenna Jones, gosh, I guess that was a little more than a year ago now, and asked her this same question. So as a tennis player, I'm guessing a large majority of your career has been about you. You're trying to craft yourself. You're trying to improve yourself. And now all of a sudden, you're part of this bigger team aspect of it when you're at the college level. Is that difficult to assimilate in as an individual into what is a team sport at the college level?
Yeah, I think that's, part of what draws a lot of us to college in general is the team aspect. It's being held accountable by others. It's the energy. It's a lot of the, what makes college tennis and college sports fun. It definitely is difficult, though, when you have a bunch of different personalities and you all kind of mesh together. I think that's one thing that, I'm very thankful of going to Carolina. And we call it the Carolina family for a reason. But, my 4th and now 5th year at Carolina has been amazing because the guys on the team have really been such a family and been so close. So it's been really an honor to be like that. And it also makes it easier for us because you can have a lot of different personalities and the best teams are always the most selfless. So to answer your question, definitely it's difficult, but it's also kind of one of the most fun things.
We can make that happen, definitely.
This looks great.
We'll bring it and have
Getting through the morning meeting in one piece?
Thanks.
Feels good. Then realizing it's payday. That definitely feels good. All while keeping the kids busy and the clients happy? You're unstoppable. With a Wells Fargo checking account, you can bank without missing a beat.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
In the truck game, greatness is defined by a relentless commitment to the customer, forged over decades, built by a team resolute in helping you achieve your greatness. Experience this award-winning lineup today. Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck for 44 years straight and counting.
Now get a well-equipped 2020 F-150 with up to $10,531 in total savings, only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Today tastes like staying in, like our go-to place. Tastes like anticipating, and a little bit like waiting.
Food's here.
Today tastes like a piece of the action, and it never tasted this good.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
Does your team mean the world to you? Then we're just alike. My team here at Hardison & Cochran means the world to me. And just like you, I have nothing but confidence in my team when it's on the line. If you've been injured at work and facing a blitz from the insurance company, I welcome you to call on me and my team. We have 3 workers' compensation experts ready to put in the game to protect you and your family.
Hardison & Cochran, attorneys at law, here for you. 919 all fours.
Carolina Insider is presented by Wells Fargo.
Always like to have a little fun at the end of the show by checking out social media. Adam Lucas and I go on our social drive. Let's head back and a little farther back to the early 1970s. That's when George Karl was playing for Carolina. Of course, George Karl going on to a highly successful career in basketball, including a head coach for multiple years at the NBA level. He tweeted this out. Adam, look at the media guide cover from 72, 73. George Karl there on the right of your screen in the tucked in fleece, maybe? Turtleneck, looking sharp.
Jones, if you had to wear one of these outfits, I'm going to exclude the one on the far left. Bobby Jones, Don Johnston, George Karl. Which one of those outfits do you think have the best chance?
George Karl definitely got the win, right? I think he's looking dapper.
Well, he's selling it harder than anyone else. The other two, a little uncomfortable. George Karl, he's getting that phone number.
Yeah, no big deal, guy. I'm just flexing my tricep just a little bit to fill out this handsome sweater that I'm wearing. So a good follow, by the way. As always, not afraid to share his opinion, George Carl, out there in Twitter land. So a good follow there on a former Tar Heel. Great basketball player, former podcast guest from way back in the first year or two that we had the audio version of the pod. A big part of the pod, if you're a regular listener, is, of course, arm cross serious face photos. And Adam, we got to go. Look, there's Adam doing it right there. We got a good one from men's basketball. Look, Garrison Brooks, a veteran of the arms cross serious face. Jonas Saratian. Armando's trying to be a little friendlier in the middle there, but all three looking good. Adam, Mitch Trubisky got the start for the Chicago Bears. Did not get the win against the New Orleans Saints, but did he get something more valuable? Perhaps, as he was named the MVP from Nickelodeon. This game, of course, was broadcast both through regular channels, I believe it was on CBS, and then also on Nickelodeon. And Adam, there you go, Mr. Trubisky, MVP.
That is the actual trophy right there that you see.
Yeah, you're going to see the trophy here in a second, I think.
I guess that's an item he'll treasure for the rest of his career.
Mr. Trubisky, be interested to see what his future holds and whether or not that is in Chicago or there it is, Chicago or somewhere else. There it is, Adam. We need to get one of those.
I feel like it wouldn't be that difficult to get one.
Yeah.
I've already won PVP, Pod Valuable Player.
Feels like a really important week for Carolina basketball upcoming. 2 home games against Wake Forest on Wednesday night. That's a 9 o'clock tip. We'll be on the air radio-wise at 8 p.m. for that one. And then the Heels, already a second meeting with NC State. Of course, the Pack able to get Carolina by 3 a couple weeks ago. They'll be in the Smith Center Saturday at 2. 2 big home games upcoming for the Heels. We'll have coverage of those 2 games and more next week on the Carolina Insider.
Carolina Insider is presented by Wells Fargo, official sponsor of Carolina Athletics, and brought to you by Coca-Cola. When you're stocking up for game day, be sure to grab a Coke with a friend. Together, tastes better. Carolina Insider is produced by Go Heels Productions for Tar Heel Sports Properties, a property of Learfield IMG College.